Hey everybody, it's the Boss Lady here, coming to you today with Talk About It Tuesday, y'all. So I want to talk about something that I'm not sure if I touched on it before. I may have, and I may have done it in a different type of way. But this is something that has came up recently, and so I just want to make sure that, I talk about this too. So I wanted to talk about keeping my circle small and making sure that what I have in my life is the best possible, so that when my daughter looks at me, whatever she does in return will be a reflection of me, if that makes sense. Let me kind of talk about it, and then you can, kind of put it all together. So, first I'll start with me. I have a very small circle of friends. I have a bunch of associates that I kind of, deal with accordingly, but I have a very small circle of friends. And Miss Peanut, she sees that and she's like, oh, Mom, you only talk about this person, that person. You don't really talk about, X, Y, Z. Exactly, because they're not my friends. They're just my associates. I deal with them on a need-to basis, basically. But the reason why I keep my circle small is because I want to be around like-minded people. And what I mean by that is I'm a married woman. I'm a mother of two. I'm a grandmother of one. And, I want to be around people, not so much grandmothers because, whatever. But, but I want to be around married women who are married and treasure their marriage. Not just people who are just happy to have the ring or happy to have that warm body next to them or just happy at the fact that they can say, I'm married. No, not those type of women. I want to be around women who, they done been married for a while. They done went through some things. They done worked through those things. They done prayed through some things, and they are still there. And they love each other unconditionally, him and her. So that's type of women I like to be around. I also like to be around like-minded women who cherish their children. Not so much, I done bought them some clothes and shoes and I'm feeding them, keep a roof over their head. Not that type of mother. I'm talking about mothers who care about spending time with their kids, making sure to make their child well-rounded. Those type of mothers is what I'm talking about. Those are the type of people I like to be around. Not so much, I don't really hang with the single ladies. Those are more of my associates. I'll put it that way. And it's not to slight them. It's just that we're in a different arena. Like a 3-ring circus, so to speak. That might not be the right analogy. But, my circle over here is different than your circle over here, if that makes sense. So what single women do, married women don't do. And what married women do, single women don't even have a chance. I'm just saying, it's a difference. So anyway, but I also want my daughter to see, the women that I am associating with or, saying that they are my friends, that we have a good, positive relationship. Relationship meaning friendship, not some, where, we're talking today, but we backstabbing tomorrow or something like that. And the reason why I say that's important is because she is 11. She's growing up. She's going through the whole, is this my friend? Is that not my friend? What's the associates? Things of that nature. And so I want her to see that, if you see a healthy friendship, relationship that mommy has, then you'll know what to look for when you look to have a friend. Just as well as her father, the friends that he has, he's had those friends since before he was with me. So over 30 years. And I mean, they're tight. So, she can see that, oh, well, they don't have this person, that person coming through the door, nobody comes over like that anyway. But, I'm just saying, she don't see just random people. If she sees somebody, she's like, oh, I know who that is because that's daddy's friend from way back before my birth type of deal. So, and the friendships are healthy friendships, not no, backbiting and backstabbing type of stuff. So, so that's what, I want her to see, and I want to mirror to her. I want her to see, women getting along, not having issues. I mean, because there's so many women out here that are mean girls. It's ridiculous, you know, and they do the social media shaming and, you know, or want to pick a fight because you don't like what they're doing, or you don't agree with something, or you decide that, you know, that's just not my thing, so I'm gonna back away. You know, you go ahead though, I'll support you, but I'm just not gonna be a part of that. And, you know, and then it's a tug of war type of situation. I don't need her seeing all that. There's enough of that in this world, on TV, in the movies, whatever. I don't need her to see that with myself and another woman, that, you know, we can't be mature adults. You know what I mean? Because if we're not mature, how the baby's going to grow to be mature? You know what I mean? So that's what I want to talk about as far as, you know, having a positive friendship for her to see and then hopefully mimic. Also, you know, I'm looking at even the circles that she's involved in. You know, I'm very selective on who I have her around. And I know I cannot control everything. You know, I know that I'm not trying to be that type of mother, but I have to a certain degree. I can't just let my child just walk out the door and go over wherever and just be like, okay, go play. No, you know, us as parents, we have a big job. And our job is to make sure that our children are safe at all times, that we know who our children are around, that we know what's in those other people's homes, that we know what those other children are doing or what they're capable of, or who else is going to be around. It's our job to protect our babies. And so it's my job to say, no, you can't go to so-and-so's house because I don't know the mother, I don't know the father, I don't know the brother, okay, or the uncle, or the grandpa. I don't know them people like that. So no, unless I'm going to, you're not going. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. You know, but also, like, you know, we have all these different little things that kids can get involved in, whether it's sports or Girl Scouts or whatever. I want to make sure that the different groups that she's getting involved in, there are some like-minded people. There may not be everyone in the group be like-minded, but I need that ratio to balance. Either be balanced across the board, or I need the like-minded to, you know, if it's a scale, I need like-minded up here and unlike-minded down here, if that makes sense. You know, granted, we're going to come across all walks of life, but in our inner circle, I need it to be how it should be for us, for our child. And if it's not, then she can't be a part, period. So, you know, and I know I've gotten some flack from some parents, like, that's not right, and you should just allow, and then when they allow their children to do those things that they tell me to let my child do, and things backfire for them, then they come back to me and say, I should have listened to you. I should have did what you did. And I'm like, well, you know, I don't want to be the one to say I told you so. But I know for me and for mine, I'm going to protect her as best I can until I can't any longer, until she gets her wings to go on and be grown. So that's what I want to talk about today, guys. You know, I just noticed that it's so funny. Did you guys know, let me ask you this. Did you guys know there is a lot of competition in this world? I didn't realize it, but there's a lot of competition. And I'm not talking about sports. I'm not talking about, you know, chess clubs. I'm talking about with parents. There is so much competition in this world when it comes to parents and children. It's ridiculous. And I just don't even understand. I mean, whether it's, you know, the clothes, the shoes, the hair, you know, the school, the clubs that they're a part of, it's ridiculous. I'm like, are you serious? Or, you know, you get parents, well, your child should only be a part of X, Y, and Z. Why are you putting your child in this? Because I want to, and it's my money. And even if it's free, it's because I want to. I'm her parent. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of competition out in this world, and I'm blown by it. I just can't understand it. But, you know, but for me, I like my baby to be well-rounded, you know, and same with Bossman. Bossman's like, whatever she wants to do, if she wants to venture off and do science, she want to do art, she want to do band, if we can make it happen, let's make it happen. Okay. And that's what we do, you know. But there's a lot of competition out there. And it's funny because then once things get to a point where she's uninterested and she no longer does it, and I have these other folks who are competing with me, and they done put their kids in all this stuff too, and we're no longer doing it. Then they're like, well, why? I'm so busy now. And I'm just like, I'm not. Anyway. That's a whole nother topic, I guess. Anyway. But I did want to talk about, the whole friendship, associates, and things. I'm really working with Miss Peanut now. And I instead of me trying to control who her friends are, I just start asking her questions like, is that really a friend? Is that what friends do? And then I go spiritual on it. And I say, well, what would Jesus do in that situation? Do you think Jesus would, be acceptable to those type of issues and things? So, excuse me. But I've been talking with her, a lot about friendships and things, and she's even been vocal. And this is what I love. She's been vocal to say, you know what? I don't want to do what they're doing, or I don't want them to even know about what I just want to go and do it myself. I want to make new friends. I want to make, friends, period, or whatever. And I'm okay with that. I was trying to get her involved in some things as far as summer. And, and I said, oh, well, let me tell your friend such and such, Mom, if they're not busy, whatever, maybe they can do the same thing. And she said, no, Mommy. She said, I don't need nobody there that, I know. She said, I'm going to make new friends. I said, well, girl, do your thing. So, and I'm happy that she is now seeing it for herself. There was an issue with a friend at school because of some other kids. And, I just started kind of, talking to her because she wasn't understanding what was going on. And, by her seeing things that I've been through or gone through or how I operate with my friendships, she would ask questions. Well, Mommy, if they're doing blah, 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 is that really a friend? And I was saying, no, that's not a friend, it's an associate. And she would say, oh, okay, but then we had a dialogue about a situation at her school. And, and I told her, I said, because of these events that have happened, this is the reason why you are no longer friends with this person. I said, so you need to be mindful of, who you hang around, what they're saying to, you and other people, because that's not okay. But you need to recognize that for yourself. So now she recognizes things. She is more vocal about those things. And I'm proud of her. I'm super proud of her. I'm so happy that, I'm able to be an example so that she's able to move forward in life. So that's what I really wanted to talk about, was just, making sure that if we want our kids to be a certain way, or not so much a certain way, if we want our kids to make positive decisions, excellent decisions, make good friends and have good friends, we need to be the representation we want our kids to see. Don't have them looking at TV and movies and, folks on the street to say, this is how you're supposed to be with your friends. No, it needs to start in the house. Once it starts at home, then they're able to go to school and say, you know what? You're not for me. I'll talk to you. I'll say, hey, but that's about as far as it's going to go. So, and I'm really happy that I have been diligent on my circle and keeping it small, keeping it tight, and even having a conversation with her, with one of my friends, to say, hey, this is my friend. We are like-minded in parenting, in your schooling, in our relationship with our husbands, things of that nature, so that they can see, or she can see, and, whoever else, that, oh, okay, that's why you guys get along. You guys got so much in common and blah, blah, blah. Yes, I get it. So, and I think that's going to be a big help moving forward, because everybody who claims to be your friend, they're not. They're an associate. Recognize it for what it is. And you don't have to be mad about it. You don't even have to say nothing ugly about it, but just recognize it for what it is. So that way, going forward, you won't have hurt feelings. I had a situation where, you know, I thought we were friends, and no, it was associate. And I'm okay with it now. I mean, I was hurt in the beginning, you know, and I still was like, you know, boss man, can you help me out with this? And I was talking to my other girl, like, girl, and she was like, I don't know about that. That wasn't right. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. And so, you know, I prayed on it, and I said, definitely associate. They will stay in that lane over there as the associate lane, and, you know, they're not going to be invited to the circle. So I hope that makes sense, guys, but that's what I want to talk about today. Just, you know, making sure that you are, you know, representing what you would like for your child or children to have in their life. Because I definitely want to be my daughter's best friend. Now, I know when she get grown, you know, she'll have a different friend or whatever, but I want her to be able to talk to me, be able to enjoy life with me, and, you know, and see a positive woman to look up to and aspire to be, as opposed to just whatever you see on TV. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this video. Please like, comment, share, and if you're new, subscribe. And I'll see everybody in a new video. Bye-bye.